first off, I want to apologise for the tragic hairdo, but I did not expect to make this video today. Well, I kind of did last night, but by the time the Sun released the whole news column that Lennon was apparently going to be receiving the chop, I was already in my kip. So I woke up this morning to the rumours, and about looking at my clock 2 hours ago, it was announced Neil Lennon has left Celtic. And good God, is it overdue. Personally, I thought he should have got sacked after defending Carlos result. That's when I could see that this season was going to go nowhere, and that it was time for him to go. And now we're at a stage where John Kennedy is stepping in as the interim manager, which is all well and dandy. Personally, I want to know who's taking over as manager, where are we going from here, and what are our goals and expectations for next season. I want to know all that within the next fortnight. Because we've been here before, an interim manager has come in, and they were only supposed to be an interim, a stopgap, steadying the ship for that malarkey, only to then get a job in the showers. And no points for figuring out who I'm talking about. But let's move on from all that and talk about the main thing we're discussing today. Who should be the next Celtic manager? And in my opinion, I've heard a few names on Twitter who I would love. Roberto Martinez, fantastic manager, done very well Belgium. Rafa Benitez, I said that I want someone with some European pedigree, and the man has won it. Has won the Champions League back in 2005. He knows what it takes to get things done in Europe, so I definitely think he'd be a good fit. Frank Lampard, I've heard that name thrown about, wouldn't mind it. Like Gerrard, he is a name, he would be able to bring in players would want to play for him. The last and certainly not least is Eddie Howe, who I very much rate as a manager. People are saying that, he got homesick at Burnley. We don't know that. That was his one and only job away from Bournemouth. If he came to Celtic and then he did underperform, then yeah, fair enough. Maybe he can't function away from the South Coast, but I'd say give him the chance. And plus he's used to working under a tighter budget, and that seems to be something Celtic are quite a fan of in modern managers. Just going to adjust the mic here. But one thing that I do want to mention is the reactions, because I know a lot of people are saying, good riddance Neil, piss off, don't return. And then you have other people saying, let's just sweep all this under the rug, I still love you Neil, all this malarkey, when half the time they were the sort who were hounding him out of the club. Personally, they said he stepped down. This wasn't him stepping down. This was him giving the option, sacked or to get out. The fact is, he's always been sacked at Bolton and Hibernian, and he's not going to take the sack at Celtic. What I also want to mention is the fact that if Lennon was truly a Celtic man, and said, I would stand down for the betterment of the club, then why didn't he do it against Ross County back in the cup game? Why do you wait till now in February, February the 24th, when the season's over? There's nothing left for us to play for. Rangers are looking more and more likely they're going to win the league in our backyard, which would be the ultimate insult. Now I want Alverston, I want Hammond off, Gavin Strachan, he can go as well, and I also want John Kennedy off. We need a complete and utter overhaul, because the way we're doing things right now, not working. Next season, Europe needs to be the priority. I'm sick of this crap that we keep on hearing from everyone we get knocked out of Europe saying, domestic football is a priority. It's not anymore, okay? 10 row is dead. It's gone. Europe is where the money is made. That is what we go for. That is what we strive for. Europe is the pinnacle of excellence in football. The fact is, we can win the Scottish Cup, the League, and the League Cup for half a decade, and back to back, and it'd still not even make us a fraction of the money that getting into the group stages of the Champions League 1 year will do. Now, am I saying that we need to just go into the Champions League, go on a stellar run next year? No, I don't feel like that is the most realistic statement, because I do think the team is going to be changed, because we are going to have to get rid of a lot of deadwood. Players in terms of deadwood that come to mind are Connor Hazard, Scott Bain, Lee Griffiths. I know what people are going to say, but Griffiths he has to go. He's not progress. Anyone who does not represent progress for this club needs to go. The time for loyalty and sentiment is finished. Okay, we got Dominic Mackay coming in. New Lennon's gone. We got a new manager coming in. It's time for a new era. If I know we may need to be a bit more ruthless, but if we are going to bring ourselves back to the level that we belong here at Celtic Football Club, that is what we need to do. We need to be cutthroat. We need to be ruthless. But I want to touch on one final thing. I know some of you may notice the Champions League predictions. I've been away for a little bit, and I know I'm sorry about that. I have been quite ill of late, so hopefully those will be back soon. And also, I might be making some more Celtic-related content. Speaking about potential rumours of managers, I know at the moment Steve Clarke is being rumoured at the job at the moment. You know, after Scotland in Euro 2021, he'll then come here. While Steve Clarke's not the worst option out, there's a lot more people I'd prefer ahead of him. A few people I want to out right now: Martin O'Neill, Gordon Strachan, John Kennedy. Any of them are the manager next season, forget it. I'm not renewing Celtic TV. I'm not freaking watching the Celtic, because that is just going to be football. It's not even worth watching. I support them, but I won't watch them. We can't go with the cheap option anymore. In fact, this is a message to Desmond. He does not watch these videos, I know that for a fact. But my message to Desmond and the Celtic board is: stop going with the cheap option. Okay? Look at the season. Read the room. The cheap option doesn't work. We went with the cheap option and it failed. It blew up in your faces. You're now basically the laughing stock of Scotland. Stop it now, okay? Do what you did back in 2016. Take the money out the wallet and get in quality. Because of Brendan Rodgers, we spent good money in the transfer market. We got a fantastic manager. What happened? We got back into Champions League. We got a treble. We went invincible the entire season. Next season, Champions League again. Double treble. The fact is, that should show you. If you pay for that bit extra quality, it shows. It pays dividends, okay? Those 2 seasons of Champions League football, that was massive profit for us. So no more of this scraping by and, we're only Celtic. None of this small club mentality, because Celtic is not a small club. It is a world-renowned club. I mean, I live in Australia, and it's not uncommon to see people in Celtic tops rocking about. Okay? Desmond, Bankia, you need to realise you are in charge of a global brand. Act like it. But I'm going on a tangent. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and tell me, who do you want as the next Celtic manager? Me personally, I'm a bit more flexible. Any of the choices I mentioned at the start of the video will do me. And one more prediction that I want to give. If it is like Lampard, Benitez, Martinez, someone of that calibre, we will win the league next season. We will take it back from Rangers and we will re-establish our dominance. But thank you for watching and cheers.